In years past, when we were able to gather together in large number, my family held amazing holiday celebrations together. My aunts, uncles, and numerous cousins would squeeze into one family's home to laugh about days gone by or to talk about how school was going. And sometimes we would get some updates on the hometown drama that no one had talked about since the last holiday. But as I moved from childhood to adolescence to adulthood, I would often get one question from many of my aunts. Did you have enough? Is that all you're going to put on your plate? You don't even have any of mine. Now, don't get me wrong. I love big meals. And between my Aunt Mary's greens or my Auntie Erlene's red velvet cake or my Aunt Carolyn's potato salad, I always felt stuffed to the brim. But it didn't always take much and didn't require a lot of food to get me full. I was satisfied having had just enough. What I wasn't satisfied with was myself. I always wanted more. As a kid, I could compare my experiences to a family and celebration to those of my more affluent peers. I had friends whose parents would tour them around college campuses across the nation and individuals who lived in two-story houses across town. I wanted to own a pet so that I could show off how well-trained he was or how pretty we could dress her up. And this dissatisfaction was deeper than objects or possessions. I wanted to travel and to get away from my hometown. I wanted to look differently or to love freely. I wanted to be liked by my relatives and by my peers. And I wanted to have the right body, the most desired partner, the highest grades, the biggest smile. I wanted confidence and to know that I was the biggest and baddest person around. As a teen, I would have said that I was in crisis. But in the world of mental health care, a crisis presumes that an individual is under-resourced to respond to the experience and environment they're in. There was no emergency. No life or death scenario happening if I couldn't leave or lift 200 pounds. I just didn't know what was next or who I was becoming in those times and spaces. In a year like this one, it's clear that those possessions and desires were great motivations for moving forward and experiencing the world. But they did not inspire contentment. To be content is to look around in the world in which we live, to smile and acknowledge the present moment, and to find satisfaction in its arrival. Contentment is not about having enough, or doing enough, or being enough. It is an appreciation of what you do have, and can do, and who you are, right now, right here. Take a moment to look around you. Can you silently name 5 people, items, or views that make you smile? Maybe it's simply a color or a photograph that triggers a good memory. Now take a second to unwind and to look inward. Explore all that you have done to accomplish all that you have up to this point in your life. Even if that's just as small as waking up and logging onto this conference? What do you see within yourself that brings you so much joy and peace? You may not be where you want to be, but you're here today. You exist. And that, my sibling, is beautiful. Go in peace.